when we say Torah, we speak about what is say Mikra. It is said in by the oral Torah. Oral Torah already suggests that there is a screen, meaning an intention, one can say power of desire and need that actually give or create, one can say, or cause a particular interpretation of the light. So if Torah is the vessel or the instrument of art of the Creator, it means that when we say Torah, we means the action of light. So it's a general name to different state of revelation of Torah. There is Torah as it was revealed in the desert to the spirit of the people who went out of Egypt, in order to cause in them, meaning to reform them, to
right. But it was not a
yeah, but it is said as well that if there was not the fall of the golden calf, we would have only 5 books and the book of Yoshua. But because there was a fallen, we have actually all Torah, all what is considered Mikra. Okay, so we have the 5 books, we have Yoshua, and then we have Shoftim, Melachim, Nevi'im, and Divrei Hayamim. Okay, so it's the whole 24 books, if you like. Okay, and this is called Torah, and inside it there is a different measurement of revelation. Actually, when we start to speak about the disappearance of prophecy from Israel, this is the time that actually first exile, the exile to Babel, we speak about a period that the language, the direct language of revelation was taken away from humanity. And then we have the study of what we call Talmud Yerushalmi, Mishnah, Talmud Yerushalmi, Talmud Bavli. This is a period of, and then all the explanation and discussion, the live, which is called Torah Sheba'al Peh, which means it's not a direct revelation, it's revelation through address that belongs to the generation, basically till Kabbalah will be revealed. It's not that parallel to it, there is always Kabbalah, but it's an undercurrent that is not known and is not used by the majority. But when we say that Torah was given, all those 3 layers were given, meaning Mikra, Torah, as we call it, Mikra, oral Torah, and Kabbalah. They were all given, but only, let's say, Mikra was general knowledge, and 2/3 of it was known only to Moses and to the sages and to the Sanhedrin of the period. Then comes second generation, the 2/3 was revealed, Mikra and Talmud. It became so warped that even in, let's say, in many yeshivot, most people do not read Mikra at all. They study only oral Torah. So now comes a 3rd generation, which is the last generation, that the study need to include all 3. And it's included, all 3 are included in Kabbalah, because you'll see that when Chavurat Zohar, when the gathering of the spirit that can perceive the language of Torah is gathering. They're called the group of the Zohar, meaning they are the group that can formulate and constitute a return light, that in it there is Mikra, as well many sayings, many thoughts of our sages from oral Torah, and the revelation of Kabbalah. So it's all in one vessel. Yeah, in one vessel of 10 spirits that actually are able to do, meaning to reform and to pray and to perceive and to hear. Okay, so this is what it says. Torah will take form according to the generation. Like a light is taking form according to a vessel. Okay, according to the state of the vessel. That. So Torah in itself has three meanings of how it will act. It will act as weakening the hold of the will to receive to oneself on the person that wish to be nourished by the light of Torah. It will sort of shoot us into very different exiles, and it will shoot us into a state of dire strait as people, and personally, in order to sort ourselves out.
Yeah.
And it's as well will emboss and imprint and allow us to perceive the beauty of the world and the beauty of creation, and to allow us to change accordingly. So in itself, it has three states of work in it, okay, of what it can cause. So of course, each generation, according to the thickness of desire, meaning the power of the desire, will constitute a partnership with the higher that will allow them to understand or to perceive Torah according to the need of reformation of all spirits. So the difference between soul and spirit is a degree of the voltage and the power of light. Okay, so soul, it means that you're allowed only to, it's like you were born, you're allowed to breathe independently. Pneuma, or what is called ghost, ruach, will allow you to feel as part of, as being counted, or when the produce and the result of your action is taking you out of the count of that which counts as reformation. Okay, and spirit will be that you are already part that allows the building up of reformation, the building up of spirit for all humanity. So there are different, it's like soul is the beginning of training. You're allowed to enter the camp of training, of specific training. And never is you're already in training, and you build the sense of what is required from a rupee. And then you are inside it. You can even elevate yourself into knowing how to guide others. Okay, and then it's like being a master, building others, and being in partnership with a spirit is the name that can hear. Because it's coming from Bina, it's the name that can hear the desire and the will, not the desire, the will of the Creator. It's like you're invited, if you elevate yourself with the help of the light to the level of spirit, you're able actually to hear, you get the direct orders, not the mitigated one, not the explained one. You can actually hear what. This is spirit. So there is a difference in terms of development, one can say, of evolution between soul and spirit, and therefore there's a difference of responsibilities.
Yeah.
So
you're earlier the saying, I will do, we will do, and I will hear. There is a hearing through the doing.
No, there is doing in order to hear. Meaning, if we speak about doing is reforming and praying, we ask to be reformed through our prayer, so we will be able to hear.
Yeah.
But it means that already the soul knows what prevents it from hearing. It already has a level of consciousness that belongs to the definition of a self as a grown-up, meaning as a spirit. It's not a soul of soul, meaning it's not a soul that is being born in corporal life. It's a soul that is being born from the awakening of the point in the heart. Which means it's a soul that has been endowed with Bina, endowed with the connection to the spirit. And this is why it's not enough that Israel will say, we will do. No, they have to understand that they will do in order to be able to hear. So to do is to be a slave. To be able to hear, it means you are a son and daughter already. You're in that kind of intimacy that you can hear the will of the Father directly.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's only because you agreed to be a slave, to work for it, to do in order to be to move into such a proximity and intimacy of being able to hear. Because if we go back to the 4 aspects of direct light, this is actually what Bina is saying. It's more important to me, not only I understand that life and wisdom was given to me in order to be able to hear what actually is the will of the Creator. And this is why we need the nature of Bina to extend into our being. So then it's giving us an awakening of a soul that belongs to the spirit, not a soul that belongs to the existence, okay, of being born. And that is very important. This is the whole issue of Yitro Nishpatim. What is being born at that moment of giving Torah is the recognition of how humanity needs to form itself, to reform itself, in order to be able to hear the word of God. Okay, this is it. Okay.